Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today we're going to be doing something sweet, trying to go off with Storm. And the reason I'm choosing this deck specifically is because Storm is generally good against land destruction, which we're seeing a lot of, and Weather the Storm is generally good against burn decks. So we're going to try to make a build your own tendrils, as Brian Cook likes to say, with Weather Storm and Marauding Blight-Priest, and try to just life gain our opponent out of the game. So this deck works by playing Marauding Blight-Priest, which says whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life, and then you cast Weather the Storm, which has Storm, you gain 3 life. So you get Blight-Priest in play, you cast Weather the Storm, and then that's your Grapeshot. Double 2 of these in play gives you tendrils basically, or whatever. And then to draw our deck and actually accomplish this, we're playing 12 draw spells with 4 Deadly Disputes, 4 Night's Whisper, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, and 4 Experimental Synthesizer, which everyone should be familiar with. And then we're playing 16 free spells, or well, actually 20 free spells, 4 Dark Ritual, 4 Rite of Flame, 4 Cabal Ritual, 4 Manamorphose for fixing, 4 Lotus Petal, and then Deadly Dispute here has the targets of Lotus Petal or Synthesizer to draw cards with. Lotus Petal on Deadly Dispute isn't great, but it is still something that you can do, so I think having 8 targets is fine. And the main combo of the deck is Sprouting Vines with Tolarian Winds. Sprouting Vines says, search your library for a basic land card, reveal that card, put it in your hand, and then shuffle with Storm. And Tolarian Winds says, discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. So what you do is, you put Tolarian Winds on the stack, you respond by casting Sprouting Vines, you get a ton of cards out of your deck, put them in your hand, and then you wheel. Now the very important part of this deck is that after you wheel, you potentially draw into Lotus Petals to start playing out, having the mana to cast more rituals to finish the game, and then play Blight-Priest plus Weather to win. We also have a Singleton Felden's Cane, which can help you, because if your opponent kills your creatures, you're just dead in the water. But you can loop the deck and then use the extra Sprouting Vines Tolarian Winds that you drew again to pull off the combo one more time to Blight-Priest plus Weather one more time to kill them. In the sideboard, we have a bunch of cards. Unfortunately, we don't have that many cards to bring in. Cards to cut. So post-board, we're looking to cut some number of maybe Cabal Rituals to slow down, maybe a Lotus Petal or 2, or a Night's Whisper. And then we can bring in Duresses, Feed the Swarms. Duresses for anti-Weather Storm, basically. Feed the Swarm is for like walls or munitions, or like fast decks, fast creature decks. Gutshot for fairies, Pyroblast for blue decks and fairies, an extra copy of Weather the Storm and Blight-Priest. Not entirely sure if this is necessary, but there's some decks that are going to be bringing in Graveyard Hate against us, so we could get rid of the Felden's Cane and go heavier on the combo, so we have more pieces, meaning at the point where we draw our deck, it doesn't really matter if we have a graveyard anymore, because we're just going to kill them. So we would bring in at least like the Blight-Priest over the Cane, and the Weather Storm potentially 2 over maybe a Cabal Ritual, so that we just have maximum everything, and we would win the game that way. If you like what I'm doing, would really appreciate it if you check out the Patreon, patreon.com/calicais, and give me a like and subscribe. We're going to play this league. Who knows if we'll make it positive, but we're going to play out all the matches. We're going to have some fun. We'll see you there. Round 1, and we are on the play, which is great. So we have Rite of Flame into Synthesizer Deadly Dispute. I'm going to keep this. Lay out the Mountain. And I'll play the Lotus Petal, but I don't know. I don't think I need to play the Lotus Petal. The only reason I had to play it out is if they are potentially blue. Amaro, BR. Brazilian, maybe? Land, pass the turn. They also lead on a mountain. So let's see if our Weather Storm deck can beat a Swiftspear deck. They play Epicure. Game 1, I found this deck is decent against them as long as our draws go well. And we actually can combo off. So let's go Rite of Flame, Synthesizer, see what we get. Sprouting Vines. Alright, so we're trying to do the thing now. At least a little bit. Dark Ritual. We're going to Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. Draw. Looking for lands here. Morphos a couple times. Black, red. That's 5 cards. 6 cards in the graveyard. We can Morphos again. Black, red. Now Cabal Ritual can happen. Cabal Ritual. Night's Whisper. So we found the green. 9. We're going to be drawing all of our lands now. So there's a small chance that we hit the Tolarian Winds, so let's just try. So we'll go red-green. We didn't hit it, so we can play Felden's Cane now. And then hit the Sprouting Vines. Bam. That should be all the lands in our deck. Uh-oh. Oh no. I went back to the, you can see that I have no islands here. That's because I forgot that I was going back to the Tolarian's Winds package. That's not great. That's okay. No more basics. That's a big turn 2. Now there's no lands left in the deck. Get rid of this. I'm just going to get rid of one of each, and then one. How many? Okay, there we go. Now we're just chilling. Okay, Swiftspear. We're at 17. This is where Night's Whisper becomes a liability. Kuldotha Rebirth. They could kill us on the next turn. That's for sure. Alright, so mistakes were made not having the island in the deck. We draw Weather the Storm. Okay. Well, we can Night's Whisper. We can go Dark Ritual, Morphos, Night's Whisper, Weatherstorm. I think that's probably worth doing right now. If they Bushwhacker now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, I'm going to pass the turn and I'm going to see what they do. I can always Morphos into Weatherstorm on their turn. Let's discard a swamp. We have extra swamps. Okay, they play a Synthesizer. So that's 5, 6 damage right now. Mountain's pretty good for them, actually. 4 cards in hand. Epicure. I'm now at 11. I'm going to go to 5. Galvanic Blast. Puts me to 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I'm just going to Weather the Storm now. And save the Metamorphose. Pass the turn. Alright. We're 12. So, at a minimum, we know we're going to Dark Ritual into Night's Whisper. Then we're going to see what happens. Okay, Rite of Flame. Synthesizer. Sprouting Vines again. That doesn't help. Play a Swamp. Doubly Dispute. We're gonna hit the Synthesizer. What? That was weird. Okay. Rite of Flame, Morphos, black, red, Synthesizer again. Oh, we're running out of time. We made a Samurai. Okay, now we can Tolarian Winds, so I think I'm gonna just wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now this is gonna work, right? Okay, so blue, green. We recycle the deck. Blue, that's our green. Red. We crack Felden's Cane. Put the deck back in the graveyard. We go Tolarian Winds. Play Sprouting Vines. Leaving up mana. Okay, now we're going to draw 14 cards or something, or 10 cards. Let's F6 here for a second to make it resolve faster. Okay, lands are coming out of the deck. Spamming that OK key, or the clicking. So we're going to draw 10 cards. All right. Okay. It didn't work out. Rite of Flame. So we can Synthesizer first. We can certainly gain a bunch of life this turn. Oh no. Well, Cabal Ritual works here. So this goes to 5 mana. Then we Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. That gives us another Cabal Ritual, which we can cast. We're going to go red, Morphos. We got to go red-green. Now we're just looking for a creature. Go red, green. Man, okay, Dark Ritual. Let's Whisper. There it is. Got him. Okay, Manamorphose. We go red, red. Lotus Petal. So if they try to interact, we can just wheel our hand one time. Weather the Storm. Do we get there? Ha ha ha! Oh, actually, I should turn off the auto yield. Bam! Turn 4, baby! We looped the deck. We got to zap them. Okay, we did the thing. The whole video is good. Perfect. Good, got him. All right. Okay, so the problem here we're going to run into is that our opponent is going to try to kill our creatures. So there's a couple of options, and they may bring in relics because they saw the Felden's Cane loop, right? So we could get rid of the Cane, bring in the Weather, and the Marauding Blight-Priest. And then we're going to trim on something. So the question is, let's go to card view. All right, so here we are. We're at 61 cards. We need all of our lands and petals. We need all of our card draw. I think it's important to have this package. So I think the only real cut would be one Cabal Ritual, especially if we think they're bringing in relics and stuff. That was pretty cool. All right, so this is a very not good hand. We can't wheel with these in our hand, and we can't cast the Deadly Dispute. We're going to mulligan. This is a little bit better, right? Because we have Weather the Storm, we have Deadly Disputes, but we're waiting on something to hit with the Deadly Disputes. So I'm going to keep it, put back the Blight-Priest. I could have also kept the Blight-Priest and then tried to play Dark Ritual to Deadly Dispute that, but I don't think that's going to be the right plan. We draw it anyway. Okay, pass the turn. The issue that we have in this hand is that Deadly Dispute does not have a target. If we find a Lotus Petal or a Synthesizer, and they do bring in the Relic, very expected. Luckily that makes their deck slower. Land, we can Night's Whisper here, go to 7 cards in hand. They get rid of the Night's Whisper. They bolt us. So what we would like to do is go like, okay, they're going to put us to 8 this turn. We're definitely going to play the Blight-Priest out. So here I'm thinking if I want to go Dark Ritual Priest, Deadly Dispute the Priest, but I think that's not great. Try to block. Swifty, okay. Kills the Priest. Exiles the Priest from the graveyard. Attacks for 3, puts us to 5. So this hand would have been fine if we just had... okay. You can pass the turn. So what's nice now is we can Dark Rituals, Weather the Storm Sprouting Vines. Get some lands. Okay, that puts us to 4. So I think we have to do that on attacks. We can't Weather Storm and Sprouting Vines, can we? Okay, no blocks. I'm gonna gain 6. They're gonna eat the Weather. We only need 1 Weather and 1 Priest to win the game. Night's Whisper. Alright, so I'm trying to consider if I want to go Dark Ritual into Night's Whisper, so I could draw. Yeah, that's probably a better play. Dark Ritual into Night's Whisper. Puts me to 6. Then I have the option of drawing into a Synthesizer, which I do. Synthesizer. Find a Rite of Flame, but can't cast that. We can Deadly Dispute into the Rite of Flame. Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. Okie dokie. We draw Rite of Flame into Synthesizer. Rite of Flame. Synthesizer. Another Vines. So I think at this time we should probably Metamorphose or black-green. We draw into a swamp. Now I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer in case I can draw into some more rituals. I don't know what rituals I could draw into. Okay, we have the Vines combo now, but I can't really do anything about it. I'm just going to Weather the Storm for a butt ton of life. We have 2 Weather Storms and 3 Priests left in the deck. Is that going to be enough? Maybe not. We have Tolarian Wind's Vines, so we just need to gather some resources. And we're going to need some blue sources as well. Resources and blue sources. They cast a Synthesizer, so our best hit for them would be any spell. They'd find a mountain. Darn. Okay, they get in for 1 million. 6. Feels like 1 million. Okay, whatever. We no longer care about the graveyard. It's fine. Swamp. So I'm going to go Synthesizer. Cast that Sprouting Vines. Get a couple of mountains. Mountain and a mountain. Play out 1. We're at 7 cards in hand, so we don't really have to play out the mountains. I'm going to pass. You're at 27. They have 0 cards in hand. They're going to go to 1 card in hand right now, which they can use the blood token to get rid of. You can also crack the Synthesizer for a spell. They're just going to discard a Searing Blaze. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, that won't kill our creature. They discard a mountain. 1 card in hand, no blood tokens left. We got the Relic up. We're going to swing out for 4 and exile a card. We tricked them good. We have 2 more Weathers and 3 Priests. So we find the Tolarian Winds. But we have to discard, so we're going to play a mountain. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 6 more lands in the deck. So I guess I could have cracked the Synthesizer. I'll do that on the next turn. Now they're going to crack their Relic, huh? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we can go, if they cast a couple of spells into our Sprouting Vines, that would be great for us, I guess. Land. So this is 2 spells, 3, 4. We can get 4 cards out of the deck. I assume they're going to cast a Blast Runner this turn. This is 6, 7, 8 damage. We're in a pickle here. I mean, at a minimum, we can cast 1 Sprouting Vines. We cast Blast Runner. Cast this Sprouting Vines. That's the turn. Get 3 lands out of the deck. How many more blue sources do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dark Ritual. So right now they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 2 cards in hand. They can only deal with 1 of my creatures. So if we can wheel right now, here's a Sprouting Vines, right? That gets the last lands out of the deck. And then we crack the Synthesizer, find Metamorphose, So we're gonna go. We've exiled 1 Dark Ritual, 2 Dark Rituals, 1 Rite of Flame. We're gonna go blue-red. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so we find a Deadly Dispute, which I do want to cast, right? I think I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Samurai, draw some cards. Then I will cast this Rite of Flame, and then wheel. Zoop. Okay, Red Flame, Red Flame, Morphos, black, green, Dark Ritual, Morphos again. I'm gonna go blue-green, Ritual, Ball Ritual. We're going to Marauding Blight-Priest, then cast Weatherstorm. See what happens. Are they going to take it? They're going to take all the damage. So they don't have an instant speed spell to hit us, apparently. So the other thing we have to do is find our last Blight-Priest and weather them. We have 1 of each left in the deck. Tolarian Winds, drawing 1 card is not good enough. So we're going to Deadly Dispute this Blight-Priest. Cast another one. He wins. Alright, we lost. That was close. Our deck kind of failed us in the early turns there. Alright, so how can I go through this? Maybe the Feldon's Cane is fine. Alright, we're just gonna try again. I'm gonna bring in the Feldon's Cane and cut 1 of the Cabal Rituals. Alright, we're on the play. We're looking for card draw spells in the opener, and we have a lot of them, so I'm gonna keep this. This seems like quite good. Land into Land Whisper, into see what happens. Land, pass the turn. Pass again. They're going to lead on Land Swiftspear Go. They're considering cracking their Great Furnace, apparently, for a Kuldotha. Nope, they play Blast Runner. Little Delver, red Delver over here. That's not great. I thought I was going to play a fast league. We're versus burn, and they're still it's still taking us 40 minutes for a match. Okay, pass. Again. I wonder if they'll bring in like Shattering Blow or whatever for our Feldon's Canes. Cracks the Kuldotha. That means we're going to get hit for 5 right now. And then the next turn it's going to be at least 5. Bring us to 13. Sprouting Vines. Okay, so Dark Ritual. Petal. Petal. Night's Whisper. Dark Ritual. Morphos. I'm going to go red-green. You can cast Synthesizer. We'll have 3 mana left over. We have not played a land yet. There's our land. Land for turn. 4 mana. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Going to Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. Find another Synthesizer. And Metamorphose and Weather Storms. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already played a land. 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's just Metamorphose for red, green. So this allows us to still cast the Sprouting Vines, but not to weather. Can they deal 11 with this board? It's 4, 5. Let's say they go land, crack it. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's to 10. So I guess the question is how much I care about this synthesizer. And it looks like it's probably better for me to just gain 30 life. I'm going to risk it. Nice. Black. Black. So we can Cabal Ritual now. Now we can cast the Sprouting Vines for the rest of the lands in the deck. Okay. I'm going to F6 here so that I can just click through the lands, but you have to turn off F6 after. Otherwise, if you put Tolarian Winds on the stack, you won't be able to respond to it. Okay, that's all the Sprouting Vines in my deck. Turn off auto yields. Okay, no more basics. Now we're going to Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. We draw into a Rite of Flame and Tolarian Winds. Any Rite of Flames in the graveyard? No. I think I'm going to... Let's go... So this would... Okay. We're once again in a risky situation. We have 16 cards in hand, right? We Rite of Flame. It's probably fine. We just cast the Tolarian Winds here. We've used 2 Lotus Petals. We use 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 rituals left. And if we're going to draw 15 cards. Okay, I'm just going to draw the 15 cards. I'll take it. 15 cards off the top. Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Lotus Petal, Cabal Ritual, Synthesizer. Okay, there's a Priest, Synthesizer again, Dark Ritual. We're just doing the thing. Kablam, kablam. Deadly Dispute. We find the Sprouting Vines. Okay, that's not useful. Rite of Flame. Deadly Dispute again. We're at 6 cards in library. Draw some cards. Kabam. Dark Ritual. Anamorphose for green, green. And we found a Weather the Storm. We have 2 cards left, so we can draw them any way we want. I guess I'm just going to Night's Whisper. Puts us to 0 in library. And then we go Marauding Blight-Priest. Marauding Blight-Priest. Black. Cast another Marauding Blight-Priest. Then we're going to go green. Green. Cast Weather Storm, holding priority. And then cast another Weather the Storm. And then screenshot it. And F6. Kabam! That was a good turn 3. We used so much clock. Got him. Okay. We overkilled. We overkilled by a lot. But we won the match. Perfect. Okay. We're on the play. We're gonna mulligan. Not even thinking about that hand. So what's the deal with this hand? They mulligan to 6 as well. I feel this is probably a mulligan as well. No. And now we have some lands. So let's keep it. I'm going to take a risk and put back the Weather the Storm and the Dark Ritual. Just mulligan to 5. Put back Weather the Storm, Dark Ritual, on Mountain, pass the turn. Keeping the Lotus Petal as a black source. Okay, they just passed the turn. I don't know what happened there. They may have misclicked, but it's really, really good for us. So we'll take it. Land. Pass the turn. Generally with Storm, you want to wait as long as possible to start doing anything if you can. They are on Mountain Swiftspear, so Weather Storm on the bottom is not great. They donk us. We find Deadly Dispute. So what? They have a draw stop. They said their cat walked on their keyboard. You know, you take the risk. You have a cat. It's not my fault. Okay, so we're gonna go Rite of Flame, Deadly Dispute this Synthesizer. Okay, another Synthesizer. Morphos, Black Red, another Synthesizer. Play this one. We can Rite of Flame again. Rite of Flame, Synthesizer again. We find a Tolarian Winds. That does not help very much. We're going to go red-green here on this Metamorphose. We find another Synthesizer. Well, we can crack this one for no value. I think I'm just going to pass. Disappointing loss of the Tolarian Winds there, but you do run that risk playing Synthesizers. They're going to go land into Ren's Resolve. Finds Flame Breather, Flame Breather. Flame Breather. Okay, Mountain. So I'm going to crack the Synth. We lose a Vines, play land, pass the turn. The reason I'm cracking the Synth is because they will have to deal with it and not play a Flame Breather, or they can play the Flame Breather and we have a blocker. Both options are good for me. Plays Flame Breather most likely. They play a Ren's Resolve, so they're going to get rid of their Flame Breather. They find Mountain Searing Blaze. So we are turning on their Searing Blaze by having a Samurai token here. So they Lava Spike, and that means I'm going to block and turn off the Searing Blaze. They lose both their Flame Breathers. We can Synthesizer, find a Cabal Ritual, that doesn't help very much. We'll definitely cast it. Might as well crack the Synth, even though the Searing Blaze is going to be alive. Alright, we find a Sprouting Vines. We can cast this Lotus Petal. Green. Vines. F6. We're going to grab the Forest, and then just go back and forth on the other ones. Doesn't matter that much. And then I will play the Forest, I think. Thank you. You say, what a strange deck. Indeed. I'm going to play the Forest, and I'm going to pass. And then pass again. You know, people just don't know what's going on. We're playing Burn for the second time in a row. So, Pauper format panel, remember that this card could be gone, this card could be gone, this card could be gone, you know, this card could be gone. There's a lot of powerful cards in red, and red's about to get another powerful card. Pretty wild. So they Reckless Impulse yet again. They've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. They have drawn almost more cards than we have. We are a card draw deck. They're going to Lightning Bolt us. And we will... do we want to block? This is going to put us to 8. I think I'm not blocking this turn. Donk. Alright. Crack another Synthesizer. Find a Swamp. We can play the Swamp. Pass the turn. Swing for 2. Pass the turn again. Now we can double block this Swifty. Or single block. I was thinking that a double block would be nice. They play a Synthesizer. And then they're going to play another Synthesizer. We don't really have any good plays here. They can probably bolt us dead. I think our early game was not great. I think maybe we went off a little too early. We're at 5. They're going to swing. We will simply single block. Jump. Pass the turn. How can we win here? They're just going to Lightning Bolt us, and then Lava Bolt. Like, okay. So now our Deadly Dispute is live, but the Night's Whisper is not. Here comes the Fire Blast. Okay. Well played. I guess. Weather the Storm. Just cut one Cabal Ritual. They don't know what we're up to. But we need the Weather Storms 100%. Okay, we're on the play. Alright, this is a pretty good hand. Keep. We will go Land, Swamp, Land. Pass the turn. Pass the turn again. So I think we'll play the Synthesizer on turn 3. They said Trickery is a great card, but I don't have any idea what that means. No one's playing Trickery here. Like Kessig Flame Breather. We find a Sprouting Vines. We can Synthesizer. Tolarian Winds. Crud. Alright, Dark Ritual. Attempt to... So we can... Ball Ritual will put us to 4 mana, 3 mana. We can Morphos. I feel like that's what we have to do. Ball Ritual. Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. Okay, so now we have 3, 4 mana, 5 mana. Okay. This, red, Morphos, black, red. So we're going to go green, red. And we find a Deadly Dispute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 mana. 7 Storm. So it appears that we're going to have to just go for it. Blue, white, whatever. Okay, so this is going to draw us a bunch of cards. Turn 3. Tolarian Winds. We've used 2 Lotus Petals, Sprouting Vines. Okay, draw 9. So what do we not want in the deck? I guess we don't want the Forest. And then we're just going to do 1 of each. This may draw us into some more lands. We have no mana floating. We only have 2 Lotus Petals left in the deck. We're going to have 3 basics left in the deck. We're drawing 12 cards. Lay out. Okay, so this. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. I think we're going to go red-green. Find the land. Now we can Manamorphose again. Black-red. Cabal Ritual. Ball Ritual. Night's Whisper. Night's Whisper. And it looks like we're just going to spew a Weather the Storm here. Alright, your turn. Pass. Alright, all done. And I think I will get rid of... Let's see, how many Tolarian Winds left? We have 1. Let's just get rid of the Tolarian Winds. Or the Vines. 1, 2 Vines we've played. We'll get rid of this Winds. We're now at 70. Can you kill me from 70? Maybe. They have 1 card in hand. Chain Lightning. We're not going to pay. Okay, we're at 63, 62, 64. I don't know. I'm not even counting. So let's play out our Arcane and pass the turn. Play Reckless Impulse. Okay. I think we can get there this turn. Experimental Synthesizer. So did they already play land? This is turn 4, so they're only going to have 1 land open. Ren's Resolve gets whiffed on the Synthesizer, so they can't play anything else. Are they going to tap out for something? They play Chain Lightning, so yes. Go this one. That's the turn. What did you expect? Okay. Alright, now we're going to try for it. Rite of Flame, Synthesizer, Tolarian Winds, Dark Ritual, Rite of Flame, Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer, draw some cards, Weather the Storm. Okay, land, 5 cards in hand, Manamorphose, black-red, we're going to go blue-green, cast a Synthesizer, Blight-Priest. 7. Storm of 7, this is 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. Oh man. 6 mana. 7 Storm. So I guess we Blight-Priest. Now we have 5 mana here and 1 here. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're going to try the loop. Eldon's Cane. Control. Hold Control. Tolarian Winds. Sprouting Vines. Draw a bunch of cards. And then we're hoping that our treasure token or the Lotus Petals can get us there. Our opponent is just lolling in chat. Lol. Okay, draw 10. They conceded to that. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what would we have drawn? Could have gotten there, right? So Petal, Ritual, Morphos, Weather. That would have won the game. Sick. All right. Can we beat another burn deck? We're just gonna resubmit. Although, maybe we should cut the Cabal Ritual now for the other Blight-Priest. We have to be a little bit careful. They're likely going to bring in the relics now. I'm going to keep it. It's definitely a risk. Land, pass the turn. The Reckless Impulse. One thing that's cool here is we can go Petal, Rite of Flame, Manamorphose for red-green, and then cast Sprouting Vines, draw 4 lands, Forest, Mountain, Swamp, Mountain, play out a Mountain, play our Feldon's Cane. We're good now. Pass the turn. A little bit of card draw there from the Sprouting Vines, even though it was drawing lands. They're going to Synthesizer into a Bolt, right? No. Yeah. Okay, they bolt us. We've been bolted. Chain Lightning. And Chain Lightninged. We'll play the Forest and pass. We've got a Weather the Storm available. Land. Synthesizer, okay. Yep. There you go, Chain Lightning. Well, we can't do anything about that. We're not going to send it back, even if we could. Give me a no on the Chain Lightning there. They pass the turn. Okay. Gonna play it safe and pass, I think. Okay, what do you do? Just cracks the Synthesizer. 3 cards in hand. If we want to actually beat 2 open mana, we have to have double Blight-Priest, double Weather. Because we go Blight-Priest, Blight-Priest. Okay, they reveal a Searing Blaze, and they play a Samurai token. So Searing Blaze is going to do nothing right now. I'm going to pass. I'm going to attempt to Knight's Whisper. So we find another Sprouting Vines here. We can play this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now it would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Although we'd have to Deadly Dispute our Feldon's Cane. And we can't use that. So I think I'm going to... I'm going to pass and discard a Mountain. And then I'm going to respond to the first burn spell they play with a Weather the Storm, I guess. They have 3 cards in hand, so that's representing 9 damage. Okay, they're going to hit in for 2. Okay. Now I'm at 7. 3 mana. They crack another Synthesizer. Monastery Swiftspear. So they're probably sad they didn't crack it beforehand. Plays a Swiftspear. So now they'd have to have Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast. Okay. I'm just gonna pass. All right, let's go. Attempt to do things. Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. They seem to be F6'd. Dark Ritual. They're no longer F6'd. Manamorphose. We're gonna go red-green, or green-green. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 lands in the deck. I'm just trying to count how many lands we are going to get, right? So we have, this is going to get us 5 lands right now. 10, 11. So that we need 12. Puts us to 5. Okay. We have the Tolarian Winds, but we have 3 Weather Storms in hand, so I think that is not great. This is really tough. I think I'm going to have to not go with the Tolarian Winds route and press Control, Deadly Dispute Decane, respond with Sprouting Vines. Sprouting Vines. I probably should have responded with Weather, actually. We'll see what happens. So this is going to draw me 7. 1. I'm still going to have some lands in the deck, huh? Okay. 2. 3. 4. And one more land. 1 swamp left in the deck. Draw some cards. Play a land, because I'm not planning on using my Tolarian Winds. Let's just cast a Weather and see what happens. Okay, they're going to let that resolve, huh? Well, then I will convert this into a land. Pass the turn. We have 2 Blight-Priests and 3 Weathers. And they know what to do. They will discard the Tolarian Winds and Swamp, Mountain, Swamp. Play a Flame Breather. We're at 29 life. There's a Thermo. So unfortunately we could not wheel. Okay, they get in. Let's play a Synthesizer. Draw a card. Blight-Priest. That stinks. Play the Blight-Priest. Land. Okay. This is kind of insane. Okay. Well, not good. Having to Deadly Dispute the Feldon's Cane really killed me right there. They're going to get in. I'll block the Flame Breather. Block. They could have a Searing Blaze, I guess. Their nickname is Greatness at Any Cost. Lava Dart. Okay. That's the turn. We've used 1 Weather Storm, so we're going to have 3 Weather Storms. If we can find like a Deadly Dispute, then I'll feel comfortable trying to go for it. We have 25 cards in the library. Lava Dart into a Searing Blaze. So we're going to take a billion. We go to 11. They have Lava Dart in their graveyard and 1 card in hand. They go for Lava Dart face. But the damage has already been done. So that doesn't really do very much. Puts us to 8. 1 card in their hand. Crack the Synthesizer. Tolarian Winds. We will keep that where it is. Land. Let's Manamorphose. Black-red. Petal. Okay. Let's just pass the turn. I mean, we could wheel right now, but it doesn't really get us anywhere. I guess we could Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Tolarian Winds, Weather, Weather. But I don't think we can actually win the game then. Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 mana. They cast a Flame Breather. When you block the Swift Spear, what are they going to do? They're going to use their last bolt. Chain Lightning you. Pass Weather Storm. Pass the turn. I did not mean to play such a long, grindy deck. Whoopsies. So we could copy and take out their Swift Spear here, but that'll allow us to deal us damage. So I'm just going to say no. This is 6, 7. Probably fine to just block Samurai. Take 5. We need a draw spell. We're going to Deadly Dispute the treasure token. Play land. Play a Lotus Petal. Weather, pass the turn. So we barely can survive here. All I'd have to do is hold up 1 interaction spell. The only way that we win is if they have nothing right now. I don't even know if we can actually cast 20 spells. We have 20 spells in the deck, I guess. We have all of our lands out. We have to draw every card in our deck. So we're looking for them to have only sorcery speed stuff. Lava Dart, huh? Let's see if they Lava Dart right now. So Lava Dart puts me to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 5. I think we are dead. Okay, we have lost the game, right? Yeah. Because we have to weather right now to stay alive, so we'll go to round 3. Okay, I know this person, Dr. Seraph. Impossible play Yildal. Risky hand. But I think I'm gonna mulligan. It's too much of a risk that the Lotus Petal's there, and this is just not good. Mulligan. Sad. Okay, we keep. We mulligan to 4. Put back the Vines and the Lotus Petal and the Morphos. We're just going to swamp, pass the turn. Let's see what they're on. Island. Preordained, so it could be familiars. Hopefully it's not fairies. We can probably beat familiars. Okay, Night's Whisper is a great pickup in this spot. That's the turn. So we find Synthesizer. We find Tolarian Winds. Synthesizer can get hit with the Deadly Dispute. Let's see if they cast any spells here. We did mulligan to 4. Lay a land. Pass the turn. And we'll pass again. Versus a blue deck, you really... Okay, blue-red, so blue-red fairies. I'm going to pass. We're just going to stare at each other for a little while. What is blue-red? Blue-red-white? Jeskai control? Drifter Ephemerate here? Yeah. Okay. So they're a counterspell deck. And they also have removal spells. We're going to go to 9 cards in hand. A little risky just spamming the Drifter Ephemerate there with all that. That's okay. So we have Double Dispute and the Synthesizer. We're looking for some Rituals and Sprouting Vines, I guess. What are you going to discard? You could probably get them. Okay, Ephemerate and Augur. Dark Ritual off the Experimental Synthesizer, and we will just Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer and find a Lotus Petal. Going to just draw some cards here. We have 5 cards in our deck, in our hand, right? We can go Rite of Flame. So if we find Sprouting Vines, how do we cast it, right? So Rite of Flame, Petal, black, red, Deadly Dispute the Feldon's Cane, Prey, Rite of Flame, Feldon's Cane, black, Deadly Dispute. We found Zilch. All right, let's concede and go to the next game. We have absolutely lost. We are not going to be drawing Sprouting Vines at ever. Wow. Well, we did mulligan to Bajillion. All right, so we want the Duresses or the Pyroblasts? I think the Duress, right? We can cut on 1, 2 Cabal Rituals and 1 Winds, or maybe cut the Weather the Storm. We could cut a Weather the Storm. Pass the turn, or submit. Okay. Alright, we're on the play. One more time. We are looking to keep our opener. Land, Petal, pass the turn. Then I'll probably go Rite of Flame Synthesizer. Okay. We're pretty safe from wildfires. Rite of Flame Synthesizer. Looking for a land, find a Lotus Petal. I think I'm going to Whisper here. We find a land. Okay, pass the turn. We'll pass that on their turn as well. They have a bridge in play. Play another land. So they're holding up counterspell. We find a Tolarian Winds. Okay. They play land, hold up counterspell again. Pass the turn again. Preordained, so now they don't have counterspell up, but they could have a Hydroblast or a Pyroblast. Plays a land. Okay, so this is an opening for us to Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer at a minimum. Deadly Dispute the Synth. We gotta watch out for Hydroblasts. Swamp. Swamp is great for me right now. Swamp. Let's duress you. See what you're working with. Okay. Get rid of a counterspell. So they're not accomplishing anything here. They have one interaction, two interactions. Okay. Let's go Deadly Dispute the Lotus Petal, draw some cards. We could counterspell it. Land. Let's duress again. Take your counterspell. Okay, pass the turn. We can continue drawing cards by Deadly Disputing our treasure tokens. We can also try to Manamorphose and stuff. Play Augur Bolus. Alright. You find a Brainstorm. 4 blue blasts in hand. That's kind of a weird situation. Okay, I'll play Swamp. Pass the turn. For 5. We have 5 lands in play, which isn't great. I want to be able to get the Tolarian. No, maintenance gets coming up. Okay. I suppose you're going to attack for 1. You know, if we Tolarian wins, we're in a sketchy position. They Wildfire their land. Okay. They should have brainstormed first. Get to Plains. Plays the Plains. Let's attempt to Manamorphose. See if they'll use a Blue Blast. There's a Blue Blast. Okay, 1 down. Let's Deadly Dispute a treasure token. Alright, pass the turn. Let's Night's Whisper. Another Tolarian Winds. Ready Flame? Will you Blue Blast it? Blue Blast? Okay. 2 Blue Blasts left. 5 mana. They're going to cast a Muldrifter and leave up all their Blue Blasts. Alright. We are looking for our Sprouting Vines. Found it. Okay, so Dark Ritual, Rite of Flame, Blue Blast. So then we go, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can attempt to cast a Morphos here. That will add a spell. Morphos, get your Blue Blast. They decide not to, huh? Okay. Red, green. Dark Ritual. We only have 1 Weatherstorm, which is not great. Blue, Control, Flaring Winds, cast Sprouting Vines. We're going to F6 since we have mana floating. 1. So it looks like we'll get the rest of the lands out of our deck, which is basically what I was going for. Get those mountains and the swamps. 2 more. Counted exactly, I guess. Nice. Okay, draw 10. Turn off the auto yields. So now we can, I guess we're going to have to Night's Whisper first. Looking for rituals. There's a Dark Ritual. We can duress them. I guess I have to take the Lightning Bolt. Middle. Dark Ritual. Play Feldon's Cane. 3, 4, 5. Synthesizer's gonna get blasted. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have blast. They have 2 Mancers, so they can get back. They have no Ephemerate, so they can get back the Lightning Bolt though. I don't even know what I'm hoping to hit off this Synthesizer. Lotus Petal. Weather for a Bajillion. Alright, we put you to 4. Then you just go Arcane Answer for the Bolt. Put you to 3, I guess. We have 2 Weather the Storms in the graveyard, so the only way to win here is to loop our deck. And they have the Arcane Answer, which gets the Lightning Bolt, kills the Blight-Priest. Okay. He dead. Plays a Mountain, so this is gone. They didn't play the Brainstorm. They have infinite everything. So these are the cards left in their hand. Morphos 1. We're going to Manamorphose for blue-red. Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. There's the Tolarian Winds. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Another Priest. 5 mana exactly. So we can Manamorphose first. Black, red. Black, red. Another Tolarian Winds. So we cast the Cane. Then we cast Sprouting Vines. We play a land. Then we wins. Cane. We crack the Cane. Cast Sprouting Vines. Let's flood a blue. Sprouting Vines. And just yield. We're going to get 5 lands. Mountain. 3, 4, 5. Okay, play the Mountain. Turn off the auto yields. We're going to Tolarian Winds. They're going to Brainstorm looking for, I guess, a Red Blast. They could also find a Bolt. We also can play through our graveyard. This is going to resolve. We have 8 cards in hand. We're going to have to F6. And I will get rid of this Rite of Flame. Pass the turn. We have double Duress now. I forgot that we could recycle. We're recycling these Duresses. That's kind of nice. Okay, so they're going to Arcane Answer. No, Muldrifter. There's a Muldrifter. Draw 2. Plays a land for 2 mana. They could have Cleansing Wildfired us, but that wouldn't have done that much. We still have stuff in our deck. Grab another basic. Gets in. Bam. -4 life for us. What are you working with? Duress. That's nice. Got rid of an Ephemerate. Although they can just get it back. Synthesizer. Dark Ritual. Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. I'm trying to draw into the combo now. We have a Sprouting Vines. So I guess we probably want to do that. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Sprouting Vines. We're going to yield and then get the last few cards out of our deck that are lands. Okay. Doot. Okay, so the Sprouting Vines are going to resolve. We no longer care about looping, so we will play this Synth. Find a Weather the Storm. Okay, we have the win here. I'm just going to draw more cards though. Okay. Lotus Petal. Blight-Priest. And green. Cast Weather Storm. Got him. Let's go. Okay. Trying to win some games. It feels like that was the end of it, but that was not the end of it. All right. Do we need to change anything? Felt like 3, but it was only 2. So is it better to have the Pyroblast or the Duress? Pyroblast can... Pyroblast for pretty much everything, and then we're guessing. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just run it back. Run it back. Let's keep. Let's turn 1 to rest their cleansing wildfire, huh? Put them on nothing. What are you up to? Counterspell, preordain, preordain. Guess I get rid of the counterspell. Slightly disappointing. So they're gonna go Augur. They play the island. They found a wildfire at the top. That is nice. Nice for them. Bad for me. Land. Pass the turn. That wildfire off the top. Come on. I guess the duress was too preemptive. Plays their Rust Veil. They get to preordain. Not doing anything. Let's Night's Whisper. They'd have to have a counterspell. They don't counterspell. We have Sprouting Vines, Tolarian Winds. Okay. We are close to comboing. Close to the combo. 5 cards in hand. Preordain. Okay. So now they have 3 unknowns, 4 unknowns after the preordain resolves. They go top, which is scary. They play Dawnbringer Cleric to get rid of whatever. Or gain 2 life. They get rid of Night's Whisper. Okay. Land. Pass. This again. A little bit concerned that my Tolarian Winds is not going to resolve. But it is a blue card. And they'd have to have a counterspell. They're going to Brainstorm into the Augur of Bolas. That's what I would do. We're going to lose the Weather of the Storm, so we only have 1 weather to finish the game with. Augur of Bolas. They're holding up 3 blue. Find an Ephemerate. Come on. Let's lead on Synthesizer. Blue Blast. Manamorphose. Dispel. Okay. Well, they got me there, I guess. I would have liked that Storm count. That's the turn. They play Archaeomancer to get the Dispel, so we're basically dead here. They can Dispel my Tolarian Winds now. Oh, control decks. Ruining our fun every time. Synthesizer. Alright, that resolves. Find another Synthesizer. Resolves again. Cast Lotus Petal. Green. Play Sprouting Vines. There's literally no way we can win, though. We can't beat Ephemerate and get back all your stuff, so I'm going to concede. Let's go to the next game. Well, we're on the draw. I think the last time I played this person, they were on black-white. We don't have any card draw, though, so I'm going to mulligan. Gonna mulligan again. That doesn't... Okay, we're going to keep this one. Put back 1 Vines. 1 Morphos, I guess. I mean, we have the combo, sort of. And they're on Affinity or Jeskai. If it's Jeskai Ephemerate again, I'm just going to be very sad. Looks like Affinity. Affinity also is a problem. Winterflame, Manamorphose. We're going to go green, black. Okay, pass the turn. There's basically no way we win right now. Frustrating. Alright, that's okay. That's okay, let's bounce back. I'm okay with the matches going a little bit faster here. They have munitions too. Okay, we got nothing. Concede. You win. You always do. All right. So the way to win this, I think we just play it out same way. Run it back. You could bring in Feed the Swarms for their munitions and stuff, but if they're not going to interrupt us, then we'll be okay because we can loop our deck and do it again. But the problem is that if we mulligan with this deck, it's a huge, huge problem. We need to keep a 7. Okay, on play. We have a great 7. Keep. Land pass. We have the Sprouting Vines. We're looking for Tolarian Winds and Rituals. They're going to mulligan to 6. Who knows what they're bringing in? Probably like tons of relics. They saw a mountain, so they could also bring in 80 million red blasts or blue blasts. So we see this is probably blue blast. And we can Night's Whisper here. That's great. Pass the turn. Okay, they play a blue land, holding up all their blue blasts. Lotus Petal. Green. Sprouting Vines. Okay, so we're going to get green and red. The purpose of this is to continue to make land drops. We have extra Sprouting Vines in hand. It's probably fine. So this is a draw 2. Get a forest and a mountain. Play the forest. Pass the turn. We are Jun Storm. We are Jun Stormin'. Okay. Opponent plays a land. Leaves all their blue blasts up. Cool. Land. Pass the turn. We can once again do a value vines if they play any lands. Play any cards, I mean. Alright. Play a land. Pass the turn. At this point, we're trying to find Tolarian Winds. They cast an Ichor Wellspring. Okay. Well, let's cast another Sprouting Vines. Bump, bump, bump. Vines. 6. Get some more lands out of the deck. Mountain and a swamp. We draw up to 9. Land. Let's play the Feldon's Cane. Pass the turn. Assuming they have 80 million interactive spells, they're going to Deadly Dispute their Wellspring and go up to 8 and 9 cards in hand. We're just going to F6. I could Sprouting Vines again. They have the Nile Spellbomb now. Mirror Enforcer. Yeah. Get Mirror Enforcer. Play Synthesizer. Play Blue Blast. They didn't have it, huh? Weird. Let's Morphos. Or blue-red, I guess. Deadly Dispute the Synthesizer. Find a Rite of Flame. We can cast the Rite of Flame. Petal. Petal. And cast the Sprouting Vines. This should be all the lands in our deck. Yep. Alright, and I will say go. No more stuff here. We are floundering hard. Pass. We can now discard some lands. Interesting. They cracked the Spellbomb, huh? Okay. They Deadly Dispute something? A treasure token or something? And Deadly Dispute again? They Reckoner's Bargain away their land. They go up to 9. We get rid of some lands and pass the turn. So if we can still like wheel if we draw Tolarian Winds, because we can go Ritual, Ritual, Crack the Cane, Tolarian Winds, Sprouting Vines, and then we would draw 7. We can also still wheel if we don't draw Sprouting Vines or Tolarian Winds. No, that we can't wheel without drawing Tolarian Winds. What am I talking about? Okay, Synthesizer. We draw the T-Winds. Okay, so what do we do here? I think we just try to go for it, right? Go Ritual. Rack this. 4. Crack this. On a Night's Whisper. 5 in the graveyard. We go black, black, Cabal Ritual. We get Night's Whisper here. This will be 7. Alright, well, let's just try the Tolarian Winds, Sprouting Vines. Okay, crack the Cane. Control, Tolarian Winds, Sprouting Vines. F6. Get my couple of lands. Okay. Is the Tolarian Winds going to resolve? That's the main question. Do we get to draw 7? Counterspell. Okay. Night's Whisper. Synth. Another Tolarian Winds. Interesting. Lotus Petal. Blue. What's Tolarian Winds? Another negate. Darn. Let's pass. We have no more lands in the deck. We can't recycle anymore. We have 2 Tolarian Winds we could potentially cast. They're going to get in. We have to block. I know. Okay, block. Okay. And then they can just go Galblast, dead you. They Reckoner's Bargain, go up to 22. Play Nile Spellbomb, which no longer matters. Crack the Nile Spellbomb, draw a card. Again, we can see that we played... This league was red, Jeskai with bridges, Affinity with bridges. It's like there's certain things that are the whole format. They're giving us an opening, so we draw super well here. We could somehow win. You'd have to like start chaining draw spells. That is not a draw spell. On to round 5. Right, Grimflare BR, let's go. Well, we have Sprouting Vines. I'm just going to keep and see what happens. We can always Vines for a red land. I'm passing the turn. Grimflare BR. They play Great Burn, so we are up against Burn again. 3 burns. Let's see if we can win this time. I think last time I faced them, they were on the Bushwhacker Kuldotha version. I mean, if you don't lead on Swiftspear, are you really a Burn player? They did not lead on Swiftspear. Pretty disappointing, honestly. I expected more, opponent. I expected more. Burning Tree Emissary. So you gotta have at least 3 Burning Trees here, right? Burning Tree into Reckless Impulse. See, that is something that I have said was pretty good. Alright, here we're in a not great spot. Pass the turn. We can Sprouting Vines at the end of their turn and get a red land. They Reckless Impulse into Bushwhacker, Lightning Bolt, Ren's Resolve. So it can bolt us right now. You assume they're going to play something. Probably the Whacker. Nothing, huh? Well, let's just Sprouting Vines. We're going to grab a couple mountains. Pass the turn. We are looking to find a Synthesizer. Or a Petal. There's a Synthesizer. So I'm going to go Rite of Flame into Synthesizer. That leaves me some options after playing it, basically. So we yield to that. And what do we find? Another Synthesizer. So guess I'm Rite of Flaming again into a second Synthesizer. 3 cards. Rite of Flame. Okay. We're doing things. Things are being done. Find a Swamp. Some cards get drawn. 6 in the graveyard, huh? So we will Deadly Dispute this other Synthesizer. We find a Sprouting Vines. So do we find Tolarian Winds? No. So 7. That means we're just going to Vines here and pass the turn. This is going to give us the rest of the lands in the deck. Deedly-deet. And unfortunately, that doesn't really help us that much. But we could draw into Spreading Vines. We have basically nothing left in the deck other than action. So, but a lot of the action is rituals. Not really action, right? Okay, discard, 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 discard. Pass the turn. So they've got a Whacker and a Burning Tree. They find a Mountain, so if they have Kuldotha into Bushwhacker, it's a lot of damage. They find a Chromatic Star. Probably cycle it. Okay, they're just going to attack for 5. We go to A7. Math is hard. Okay, I guess I could play the Blight-Priest. I have 2 in the deck, but it provides a blocker. Pass the turn. Don't have anything else to do. I'm going to block the Bushwhacker if I can. We're at 7. You know, it really was pretty close. Pretty close. We whiffed on the Tolarian Winds in the top of our deck. 4 cards in hand. Kills the Blight-Priest, most likely. Nope, they play a Burning Tree. So this is going to be another Bushwhacker? No, Reckless Impulse. Okay. Play Synthesizer first, maybe? Plays Burning Tree first. Into Synthesizer. Oh, Bushwhacker. Okay, we're just dead. Fair enough. You know, fair. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, 40 cards. It's turn 5, right? Turn 5. They do 20 cards. Wow. Is that normal? Nah. Okay, let's bring in this. Bring in this one. Get rid of these 2. Submit. I still want to have the option to use the Feldon's Cane. We don't have any like sweepers or anything. But we do need the weathers. Alright. Mono red. We are a not very good position here. Mulligan. Okay. Keep this. Get rid of the T-Winds. Play the Swamp. I wonder if they will bring in Raise against me. That would be pretty funny. That might work out from this hand, right? Play land. Turn to Petal Whisper. Alright, your turn. Mountain. They play a Swift Spear. Oh man, this person's really good at mono red. They're getting in. Bam! Never not Swift Spear. Let's go. Rite of Flame. Synthesizer. What do we get? Swamp. Land. Whisper. Draw 2. Okay. Could maybe have done more that turn. If we had gone Rite of Flame into the Night's Whisper, we could have Deadly Disputed. Burning Tree. Boom. Burning Tree. Is there going to be another one? A Raise. They did bring in Raise against me. No. I can't believe it worked out for them. What an unbelievably good opponent. Donk you. Mountain. Okay, you have brought in Raise against me. I'm the land that I'm a deck that just gets lands out of my deck. Draw. I guess we cast the Petal, and we Dark Ritual, and then we Deadly Dispute this treasure. Draw some cards. Play Feldon's Cane. Pass the turn. So right now, we still don't have anything good going on. But they did have a nice Raise right there. So they've got to feel good about that. Voldaren Epicure, they're going wide. They discard a Mountain. Okay, bam, we got 11. We want to do fun things, but we can't. Alright. Bushwhacker. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have to go Cabal Ritual, Weather the Storm. Okay, well, you know, it can't win every time. We got to combo a few times, that was pretty sweet. But I think we're dead. It's just too powerful to play 1-drops. Okay, tasting it. Going to almost nothing. And we scoop it up. We went 1 and 4. We had some really tight games here. We almost won and then just completely fell apart in the end. That's okay. So the thing is, this deck here is pretty fun, but putting these two cards together to actually accomplish the goal is very difficult. I don't know if there's a way to make it happen any better. The other thing that I did, like I talked about before, was you could play the more pinger version, where you play a little bit less of the combo pieces and a little bit less of the rituals. So you have way more card draw spells. So here we're playing 4 Reckless Impulse, or 4 and 2 Ren's Resolve, or the other way around. Way more card draw, and then hopefully find the Tolarian Wind Sprouting Vines combo earlier. I mean, the other issue that we had was there weren't a lot of targets for Deadly Dispute. We ran into a few times. We could maybe try playing some artifact lands and then not get as many lands out of the deck with Sprouting Vines, but that turns that off a little bit. We could also go 3 and 3 here and then have way more card draw in the deck to just try to draw into them better, but then you're looking at trying to draw 20 cards before you can accomplish the combo. There's things to test, and hopefully you'll take something away from this video. And I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.